Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry I did take an absence of about a week and a half from making any tank content. I virtually deserted the guys in my clans. I do apologise for that, although the salty Gits have been doing better in my absence than they did when I was there, which is kind of worrying. I'm probably going to be facing some form of coup at some point. They've been doing really well, actually, progressing well in tournaments, and a couple of clan members have stepped up and really been very, very helpful. So thank you very much to the guys from GTC 1 and GTC 2. Right, there is method behind my madness. There is a reason why I've been absent, as some of you know. I've been wanting to upgrade my hardware for a while now to get more into live streaming, and that's basically what I've been doing all this week. I got some equipment last weekend, and I've been doing everything I can to get all this set up, get it all balanced, get it to the point where I'm happy with its quality, learn how to use it, which at times has been interesting. I must have done about 20 different test streams over the course of the few days that I was doing it, with people obliging enough to jump in and watch what was at times some pretty awful streaming, just so that I could help, just so that I could get the audio mixing and the quality and graphic settings all set up. So that's what I've been doing. That's pretty much there now. I've just got a few more little bits to do, but we're at the point now where I can live stream. Now, how does this affect the channel going forward with regard to World of Tanks Blitz? Well, one of the things that I wanted to do for a while is, I absolutely love that all you guys send me replays, but as is the case with pretty much anybody who makes World of Tanks Blitz videos, you get to a point where you get sent more replays than you can possibly use, and you know, on occasion you're just not going to be able to use them, and at this moment in time I don't want that to happen. So if you have sent replays in and they haven't been featured, please don't think that I've just got rid of them. I haven't. I've saved them all to a hard drive. They haven't been lost with the update that's just come in. I've got your replays, I've got your recordings, I've got about 40 of them stored, and over the course of the coming weeks I will be making content to use those replays. So if you haven't seen a game that you put in and you're really pleased with the game, don't worry about it, it will be featured, I promise you. But the reason that we want to go into the live streaming is, going forward, what I want to do is I want to make a few tank videos a week on either specific tanks, or if I get replays about specific tanks I'll use those, or a specific style of play, or just some exceptional replays. I've been sent some absolutely outstanding games recently, so I will be making the normal content and the videos, but what I want to be able to do with the rest of the videos that I get sent, which in themselves would make good content, but I couldn't possibly make enough videos, is I want to host once a week. I want to host a World of Tanks Blitz live stream, which I'm now set up to do, and we're going to feature all of the replays that have been sent in. I'll announce that on the channel and on the GTC server ahead of time, so hopefully some of the people who sent in the replays can be on the stream and be interacting in the chat. I will all just have a bit of a laugh, and it gives me the opportunity to make sure that your replays get some airtime, and hopefully we'll have quite a bit of a laugh doing it. So I'll still intend to put out a few videos a week of World of Tank Blitz content, and combine that with a live stream as well. So if you are getting good games now that we've had the update, please continue to send your replays. They will be featured, and the fact that we're going to start a live stream just gives me the ability to feature even more of your content, which is ultimately one of the reasons why I wanted to set up the stream. If you've been, if you've taken the time to play a game, do well, and send me the replay, then the least I should do is make every effort to put it on the channel, and that's exactly what I want to do, which is one of the reasons why the live stream is being set up. It just gives me the opportunity to put more of your content out there. So that's the way that we're going to be going forward. I will let people know what's going on as we go through the process. If you have sent replays, as I've said, don't worry, I will feature them. I will get there. It's just taken a little bit of time to sort all this stuff out. So thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your replays. Keep sending them, and let's see if we can sort of move forward together and grow the channel a little bit and have different types of content. We'll have specific videos on tanks or styles of play, and then we'll have a once weekly live stream. I'm looking forward to doing it. I've already had a few streams now for PUBG Mobile, and I have to say I've enjoyed doing them immensely, so I'm very much looking forward to doing my first one for World of Tanks Blitz. So we've just had a new update. I'm sure all of you are very, very keen to drive up the new Swedish tank line. So yeah, keep sending the content, and once we've established enough content, which I don't think will take very long, we'll schedule our first live stream. So, what have we been watching? Okay, well, I've got a couple of games here. There's a couple of my games here. Nothing spectacular, but the theme of these two games, and I'm just hearing the air roll 44 on Fort Despair, is sometimes you win games that you really should lose, and I've got a couple of examples of that here. Now, we've come around here. One of our heavies didn't come with us, so he's left us very short-handed on this flank, and I have rolled forward here into an awful position. I am absolutely awful position. Some of the meds on the flank can get pens into me through this gap in the wall here. I've got two tanks to my front. I can't really angle up effectively for a side scrape. I have just put myself into a god-awful position. Entirely my own fault. And yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get out of this. And as you can see, I mean, these guys are sticking shells into me. I'm having a lot of difficulty returning the favour. I am managing to take the odd bounce, but I really am a sitting duck out here. And even when I do manage to poke out and get a shot, I'm having difficulty getting the penetrations in. So I'm just in an absolutely awful position. I'm making it far too easy for the enemy team to lob shells at me. And that's sort of going to continue. I keep taking, I mean, I'm taking damage now. I mean, I think I've only actually managed to make one shot. I'm almost a one shot dead. And so far it's been an absolutely awful game, all of my own making. But then I sort of turned it around a little bit, and I've managed to realise that on occasion I do know how to play. So I pushed this flank heavily, wanted the opportunity to potentially take out the KV2 across here, and I wanted to stop this guy getting such easy penetrations on me. That one bounced. Thankfully my teammate who's backed me up does clear up KV2, and now I've got to deal with this guy. Now he can't wait to come out here and clear me up. He knows I'm low hit points, and what I need to do is stop him doing it. So that's what I'm going to do. I've hit the adrenaline, and I am just going to keep whacking shots into this guy's track. I do not want him coming round that corner, getting his gun on me. And bang, and again, here we go. I'm just going to keep perma-tracking this guy. I'm not going to let him move, because if he comes around that corner, the likelihood is he's probably going to kill me. So what was an absolutely awful start of the game, I've managed to rescue it a little bit. I've kept this guy tracked. Eventually I get him cleared for the kill, and that is now going to allow myself and the one tank that did actually back me up after my god-awful mistake at the beginning to roll up here and start hitting into the rest of the red team from the rear, and basically give them an infinitely horrible time. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I keep getting the shots in. KV2 behind me keeps lobbing another one straight afterwards and getting the kill, and we're just going to do that, rinse and repeat 3 times, and clear out the last of the enemy team. So yeah, an absolutely awful start to the game, and a game I probably deserved to lose from the way I played it. Managed to recover it a bit and just about pull off the win. So yeah, nothing special with regard to damage or kills. I just thought it was an interesting game from that perspective. Okay, and our last game, I'm in the KV3, and on Copperfield, and again this is potentially a battle I should have lost. Now in this case I actually did play the game pretty well. Unfortunately some of the some of the guys on your team, I mean, that's just going to happen, let me down. Mr. SU100 here is suicidal, frankly. He's decided that not only does he want to drive sideways on a dirty great big hill and get shot to pieces, that when that isn't working for him, he's now going to push alone into at least 4 enemy tanks. Now, as you can imagine, this is not going to go well for the poor fellow. So immediately we're going to be a big heavy we're going to be a big hard-hitting TD down. Does absolutely no damage. The only contribution he made to the game was basically giving me some cover here to try and side scrape off. So yeah, at least you did something, pal. Thanks for playing. So yeah, we're outnumbered here. We've got at least 4 enemy tanks over there. There's myself and the Tiger 1. Tiger 1 does something really stupid in a minute that drove me absolutely nuts when I was in game. And we've got to do our best to hold this. So, doing everything I can to keep the tank angled. KB3 is a good tank for taking bounces if it is angled well. Just keeping myself moving, checking to the left to make sure I can't get hit with flanking shots. And as much as possible, we're just going to try and whittle these guys down, potentially see if we can focus fire individual targets and get them cleared. Now I can see that one of our meds is pushing up on the left, so that's giving me a little bit more scope to come forward and be aggressive. And Tiger 1 here, absolutely insane. It drives me crazy when people do this. He is driven right behind me and is preventing me from pulling back instead of coming off my side, which basically meant I took a shot there that I didn't need to take. It drives me crazy when people do that. But okay, fine, we've moved away from this guy. I'm going to use this cover here, and we're just going to keep taking these guys one by one. I'm keeping my tank angled, and we're managing to put in a reasonable bit of damage. I'm up to over 1,000 now. We've got one of our lights is off to the left flank, so he manages to get the TD turn, so I'm able to stick the shot straight through his side there. So he's down to a 1 shot. Hopefully our friend in the light can take care of him. I'm going to try to do my best to get rid of this Tiger. Unfortunately I low roll that one, don't get the kill on him, but he gets cleared up, and we basically have now cleared this flank. But as you can see from the game situation, it's not looking too good for us. We are in fact 2 tanks down. So the enemy team are now capping out C as well, so this is looking really quite bad. So effectively what we need to do is reduce the number of enemy guns as quickly as possible and see if we can drag something out in the end game. So I noticed the P43 over here. I want to get straight on this guy and get him cleared as quickly and aggressively as possible. So we've got this guy cleared, and one of my teammates has also cleared a tank. We're now capping out B, but we've lost one of our teammates and we're still a tank down. Now I've got about half my hit points, and thankfully our friend over here makes a bit of a boo-boo. Now as you can see, I mean, I'm doing my best to angle here, but he's having absolutely no difficulty penning me. None whatsoever. It's 2 shots he's got into me there. Now that one I took on the track, but he kept pushing forward instead of using the distance. Now that's allowed me to push into him, to face hug him, and as you can see now it's going to change for him. Now that I've got this face hug on him, he can't get a pen on me at all. He should have cleared me out of the game by now, but I'm still here. So I managed to clear up his teammate, who's a 1 shot. That gets this guy killed as well with backup from my teammates. And that now leaves actually us for once up in the game with a 2-on-1. However, as you can see, I think I've got what, 7 hit points left, so pretty much anything, even a strong gust of wind, is going to take me out of the game at this point. So even now, I mean, it's not looking great. Both of us are very easy kills for this last remaining red tank, so we've got to be very, very careful. Now I don't want to lose the game on cap points, so I'm going to sit in this camp, angle up. Now as it comes around here, I want to see if I can get the track on this guy. I don't manage it, the shot bounces. Thankfully I take a bounce because I have maintained a good angle on my tank, and now we're really, really under pressure. This shot absolutely has to go in, and I make the clutch shot at the end there, and we manage to take out this last guy for the win. So Yeah, I mean, good amount of damage there, just under 3,000, 3 kills, and pick up a first class mastery, and a game that quite frankly we never really looked like we were going to win right up until the final moments there. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel. Please stay with us for ongoing developments, and as always, good hunting and bye for now.